Namaskar, Namaste, Satnam, Ahomatakurasinosyam, Aichikasyam, blessed be and welcome here to this Hatha yoga class. Today we'll be focused on the heart chakra, and we're going to start by placing your left hand over your heart and then your right hand over your heart. And take a deep breath in and a big sigh. Deep breath in and a big sigh. Deep breath in and a big sigh. And just breathe here, feeling your heart, letting your heart begin to expand, and maybe envisioning colors of green and pink swirling through the heart and from the back of the heart into the front of the heart, shining this color of love and compassion, unconditional love, loving awareness out from your heart into the world. Breathing love in, I allow myself to receive love. And breathing love out, I allow myself to give love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. Deep breath in. And a big breath. And we'll tune into the heart chakra with the bija mantra seed sound yam for anahata. The sound is yam, and we'll sing it 7 times long. Deep breath in. Yam. Letting your voice sound through your throat and through your heart, activating love, compassion, loving awareness. 6 more times. Yam. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Big sigh. Inhale. And exhale, you can release your hands down onto your knees and fingertips just over the knees. And we're going to start with some seated cat-cows. So inhaling your heart forward. Exhale, sending the spine behind you, curving the shoulders in. Inhale, pulling shoulder blades back, chest to the sky, look up. Exhale, the opposite direction, curving in. And finding your rhythm, a rhythm that works for you. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, back of heart. And breathe into this energy of the heart chakra, expanding and opening, while you raise the Kundalini Shakti from the lower spine, from the base of the pelvis, the pelvic floor. Five more. Inhale, straightening out your spine. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your body, planting your hands down behind you, leaning back on the hands, pressing your chest up, looking up. Breathe here, 10 breaths. Find a deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale, tucking your belly button into your spine. On your exhale, belly button tucks in. Inhale, straightening out. Exhale, fold forward, keeping the hands clasped, coming down onto your forehead. 5 breaths here. Tuck your belly button into your spine. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, releasing the bind of the hands. Place the hands down again on your knees. Inhale here. Big sigh. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant your hands just in front of you. Pressing into the hands, lift your seat up. Bring your knees beneath your hips, coming onto your hands and knees. Tuck your toes behind you. Spread your fingers wide, plant the hands directly beneath your shoulders, bring the body all into one line. Pressing into your fingertips, the pads of the hands and the heels of the hands, and we'll begin some cat-cows from our tabletop. We're going to hold in the postures. So starting by tilting the pelvis up, looking up, chest open, gaze up, roll the shoulders away from your ears. Belly drops down, curving the spine. Toes are still tucked. Feel your strength. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Lion's breath out, tongue out, eyes wide. 2 more. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck your belly button in, tuck your tailbone under, send the back of the heart up behind you, look between the knees, coming into cat pose. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, lion's breath. Tongue sticks out, eyes open wide. Deep inhale. Straightening out the spine again, coming into a tabletop position. Keeping the toes tucked, you're going to tilt the pelvis up and you're going to reach the arms in front. Walking the arms down in front of you, straightening them out. Bringing your heart down to the ground, coming into anahata or puppy dog pose or heart chakra pose. Breathing into this anahata, stretching deeply through the spine, opening the chest, stretching underneath the arms, breathing into your heart, reaching for love, letting love flow through your body. As you love yourself by taking this time to do your practice. Find a deep inhale. Big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, press into the fingertips. Inwardly rotate the forearms so that the elbows face up and you bend the elbows. And then you're going to roll down onto your belly, point your toes behind you, and come into a Sphinx posture. So your elbows are going to sit between your shoulders, underneath your shoulders, and the forearms are parallel. Your chest is going to lift up, the shoulders are rolling away from the ears, toes are pointed behind, legs are pressing into the ground, the feet are flat and pressing into the ground as well, lifting your chest, looking up, Sphinx posture. 10 breaths here, feeling the power of the Sphinx energy, something that has withstood the tests of time. And just like a heart goes through pain and separation and grief and love and joy and expansion and broken hearts, hearts always have the power to mend and they always have the power to heal. Hearts are infinitely powerful and infinitely durable, yet also fragile. Find a deep inhale here. Exhale, lower down onto your belly, reach your arms in front of you, and just lay down flat for 5 breaths, letting the spine settle, especially the lower back, and just connecting your front of your chest, your heart, directly to the earth beneath you. Sending your love down from your heart into Mother Earth. Find a deep inhale, press into your hands. Exhale, push your chest up and walk your hands beneath your shoulders so the fingertips align with the top of the shoulders and the elbows are tucked in close to the ribs. Lift your chest up, look up, baby cobra, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground, legs in one line still. And here you're going to activate your core, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, lift your hands off your mat, keeping yourself floating here in your baby cobra, Bhujangasana. Deep inhale. Exhale, release your arms out at full length. And you're going to tent your hands, reaching your arms out to full length in line with your shoulders. And then you're going to tent your fingers so that the fingertips are pressing into the ground, but the wrist lifts. And then you're going to press the feet into the ground, legs glued together. Press into the fingertips. Inhale, lift your chest up. Modifying your cobra here. Getting more length in the arms and strength in the arms. And a bit more of a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, flattening out. We'll go through 4 pulses of this. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up through the fingertips. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. And inhale up 1 more time. Chest up, heart open, gaze forward. Shoulders away from the ears, pressing into the fingertips. 3 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, release down. Plant your hands beneath your shoulders. Press into your toes. Inhale here. Exhale, push up and back. Plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out in your downward dog. Downward dog is actually also a heart opener. And the more you allow your legs to even bend the knees, the more you can get your chest towards the thighs, thereby opening the heart even more. So feel free to bend the knees, play with the alignment of the feet. The point is to lengthen and open the spine and chest, not necessarily to press the heels to the ground. That depends on your body composition. So take a deep breath. Exhale, bend the knees quite a bit. Look in between your toes, pressing into the hands, pressing the chest towards the thighs. Downward facing dog with knees bent. Breathing here, 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to your hands. Fold over your legs. Take hold of either elbow, giving a bit of weight with the arms to lengthen the spine. Breathe here for 5 breaths, focusing on the back of the heart, the space between the shoulder blades. Find a deep inhale. Exhale, releasing the arms. And on your inhale, you're going to interlace your fingers behind the spine and lift the arms up behind the shoulders. Keeping in your fold, now opening the chest. The shoulder blades are squeezing in towards each other. The hands are clasped, heels of the hands are touching. Arms are strong and straight. Opening the back of the heart and the front of the heart here. Deep breaths, 5 more here in your fold. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees a fair bit. Inhale, rise up, pressing into the feet, pressing into the legs. And leaning back, lowering the hands underneath the seat and looking up to the sky, chest opens. 5 breaths. Inhale, straighten out your spine, release the hands, shake out the arms, shake out the whole body, shake out the legs. And eventually land your feet, hips width distance from each other and parallel. Spread your toes. Very tiny little bend in the knees. Tuck your tailbone underneath the body. Palms face forward, shoulders away from your ears. Tucking your belly button into your spine. Gaze forward, chin parallel. Finding your mountain pose. Tadasana. Strong and powerful. You're not just passively standing. You are strong and powerful. Inhale, the arms up and out. Palms come together above head. Exhale, thumbs to your heart center. Inhale here. Big breath out. Inhale, arms up. Follow the thumbs with your gaze. Lean back a little bit. Slight back bend. Exhale, palms come out to your sides. Arms in line with the shoulders. Swan dive forward. Exhaling, interlacing the fingers together. Inhale, halfway lift, pulling yourself back up with the arms. Exhale, fold forward, planting the hands in front of your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, one more time. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the toes back behind you, stepping the feet back into one long line and parallel to each other, and finding your plank pose. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, elbows tucked in close to your ribs, chaturanga down to the ground, body all in one long line. Lower down all the way, point your toes behind, flatten out the feet, press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, cobra pose. Big breath here. 5 breaths in your cobra. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly flattening out. Tucking your toes, pressing into your hands. Inhale here. Exhale, push up and back, plank pose. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Inhale in your downward facing dog. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands, finding your forward fold. Clasping either elbow, fold forward, lengthening the spine. Breathing here. Deep inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind your body. Pull the arms up behind the shoulders, opening the chest. Tuck your belly button into your spine, bend your knees. Inhale, rise up to stand, look up to the sky, lean back. 5 breaths. Inhale, straighten out the spine, shake out the arms, shake out the legs, shake out the shoulders, and land in your Tadasana, spreading your toes wide, feet beneath your hips, and parallel to each other. Palms face forward, shoulders away from the ears, tailbone slightly tucked under, tuck the belly button in, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the body. Inhale, halfway lift, lifting yourself with the arms. Exhale, lower back down, plant the hands in front of your feet. Step back, 1 foot and then the other, meeting parallel feet, body all in one long line. Finding your plank pose. Deep breath in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga to the ground. Flip your feet behind you, pointing your toes, pressing into the tops of the feet. Lifting knees and thighs off the ground, coming into your upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Big breath out. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands, lower your back knee down. Inhale your arms up, parallel to each other, looking forward, finding a low lunge. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the body. Open the heart, lean back. 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Keeping the hands clasped. Exhale, lean forward over that front thigh. Pressing into that right foot, keeping strength and balance. Inhale, straighten out. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands on either side of that right foot. Straighten out your back leg. Step the feet back parallel to each other, coming into plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga halfway down. Flip your feet out to the tops of the feet. Press into the toes and tops of the feet. Keeping the hips, thighs, knees lifted. Chest opens into your back bend. Upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale here. Big breath out. Inhale, your left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Finding your low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Big breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, interlace the hands behind the sacrum. Pull the hands down, open the chest, lean back. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward to the inside of that left thigh. Pulling the shoulders open, pulling the hands up behind you, pressing into that left foot, keeping strength there. Inhale, straighten back out. Exhale, release the clasp of the hands. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands on either side of that left foot, straighten out your back leg. Inhale. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands and fold over the legs. Clasping either elbow, breathing into the back of the heart. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release the elbows and clasp the hands behind you, lifting the chest. Rising up to stand on your next inhale. Lean back. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten out the spine. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. And find your Tadasana, your mountain pose once again. Inhale, arms up, palms come together above head. Follow the gaze with the thumbs. Look towards your thumbs, lean back. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the arms out to your sides. Fold forward, swan dive, straight back. Release the hands down in front of the toes. Inhale, halfway lift on fingertips or hands on shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, creating one long line with the body, feet parallel, pressing back through the heels, hips are raised, body all in one long line. Deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in your downward dog. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your big toes together. Spread your knees wide to the edges of your mat. Sink your seat down to meet your heels and reach your arms forward. Planting your chest down on the ground. You can bring your chin to the ground or your forehead. Whatever feels most comfortable to you. And sink in here for 10 breaths. Again, bringing your heart in connection to Mother Earth. For the last 5 breaths, I invite you to do a big inhale and a big ha, letting your voice get in there from the throat to the heart. Ha. Deep inhale, press into your fingertips, pads of the hands and thumbs. Exhale, lift your chest, creating strength in the arms, and pull yourself forward into tabletop position. Feet become parallel, knees beneath the hips, feet in line with hips with distance, finding a tabletop. From your tabletop, I invite you to clasp your hands together so that you come down onto your elbows. So the arms are going to be like this, the hands will be clasped, and you're going to come down onto your elbows and be mindful that your pinky is inside of the clasp, not stacked across the other pinky, so that you have your pinkies tucked and you create a flat surface with the base of the hands. And your elbows are going to be in line with your shoulders, just like a Sphinx posture, but the fingers and thumbs are interlaced, except for the pinkies. The toes are going to be parallel to the hips and parallel to each other. Toes are tucked, pressing into the forearms, pressing into the toes. Send your hips up and back for a dolphin pose. Breathe here in dolphin pose. 10 breaths. If you feel comfortable here, you can challenge yourself by walking the feet a little bit further forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, step one foot back and then the other as if you're coming into a plank. Lower your hips down, float over the elbows for a moment. Deep breath in. Exhale, point your toes and lower down with the hips. Bring the elbows forward, unclasp the hands, coming into a Sphinx posture, elbows in line with the shoulders. Back to our Sphinx. 10 breaths. Deep inhale, big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering down onto your belly, flattening out. Maybe placing your hands one on top of the other and placing your forehead on top of your hands. Deep inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands beneath the shoulders, setting up for plank pose. Reverse chaturanga, tuck your toes behind you. Reverse chaturanga up for plank. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Big sigh. Inhale here. Big sigh. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Keep that back leg straight, rising up for a crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up, look up, lean back, opening the heart. Breathe here, 5 breaths. Inhale, lean back even a little more. Exhale, falling forward, planting your hands on either side of that front foot. Step back, plank pose, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Hold 5 breaths here. Inhale your left leg up behind you. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Keep that right leg straight, pressing out through the back heel. Lift your chest up. Inhale, arms up, look up to the sky. Leaning back, opening the heart. Inhale, lean back even a little more if you can. Exhale, fall forward, plant the hands on either side of the left foot. Step back, plank pose, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale in your downward dog. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down onto your knees. Toes are tucked behind, knees are in line with the hips, and then bring the knees slightly behind the hips and stretch the arms forward. Coming back into our anahata. We'll take 1 minute here, chest down to the ground. Find a deep inhale. Exhale, pressing into the hands, lifting the chest up, and flatten yourself all the way out. Reaching the arms forward, coming onto your belly, long line with the body. Envisioning green and pink pouring into the back of the heart as you rest the front of your heart onto the ground. Connecting to the love and compassion of Mother Earth. Deep inhale. Exhale, plant your hands beneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, push your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale in your downward facing dog. Big sigh here. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. And this time again, lower the back knee down. Inhale the arms up, lean back, open the heart. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the fingertips on either side of that front foot. Send your left hip back towards your left heel. Point your right toes up to the sky. Keep the chest opening towards the front. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale, pull yourself back forward, bending that right knee again, planting the hands on either side of that right foot, palms strong down underneath the shoulders, straighten out that back leg. Inhale here. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale your back bend. Hold in the back bend for 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, pressing into the feet. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Rolling over the toes to find your downward dog. Pedaling out the knees. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring that foot in between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Finding your low lunge. Inhale, arms up, chest up to the sky. Breathe here. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring your fingertips on either side of that front foot. Send your right hip back to meet your right heel. Straighten out that front leg. Keep the chest facing forward. Breathe. Deep inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself back forward, bending that front leg. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Straighten out that back leg. Inhale. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale your back bend. Hold 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, pressing into the feet, roll over the toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, lower down onto your knees, finding your tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. 5 more. Inhale to your tabletop position. Press into your feet, press into your hands, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in your downward facing dog. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, interlace the hands behind the body, straighten the arms up behind the shoulders. Exhale, tucking your belly button into your spine. Inhale, rise up to standing, lean back, 5 breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands, straighten out the spine, shake out the arms, shake out the legs, shake out the whole body. And find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Feet parallel, hips width distanced, toes are spread, slight bend in the knees, tailbone tucked under slightly, belly button tucked in, shoulders away from the ears, palms face forward, chin parallel, gaze forward. Deep breath. Big breath out. Inhale. Feeling your mountain pose, feeling the strength you have here. Inhale your arms out to your sides at shoulder height, palms facing forward. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale. Press the palms back, press the back of the hands back towards each other, squeezing the shoulder blades in together, opening the chest as much as you can. Deep breath in, big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, cross your left elbow over top of your right elbow and land your hands on either shoulder. Deep inhale like you're giving yourself a hug. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck your chin in, breathe into the shoulder blades, 5 breaths. Inhale, gaze up, chin parallel to the floor. Big sigh. Inhale, release the arms, bring them out to the sides at a T, palms forward. Big breath out. Inhale, press the hands back towards each other, shoulder blades hugging in, opening the chest. Big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, cross your right elbow over top of your left elbow and place the hands on either shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin in. 5 breaths into the shoulder blades and the space between them. Inhale, straighten out, look up, gaze forward, chin parallel to the floor. Big sigh. Inhale, releasing the arms out to your sides. Palms press out to the sides. Exhale, straight back, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Releasing into your fold, clasping either elbow, relaxing here, looking between the legs. Finding Uttanasana, forward fold. 10 breaths, breathing into the back of the heart again. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the arms in front of the feet, palms pressing down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on fingertips or on shins. Exhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders, step back, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Big sigh. Inhale. Exhale, bring your big toes together, lower the knees down to the edges of your mat. Bring your seat to meet your heels, flatten out the feet, stretch the arms in front of you, bring the chest to the ground, maybe resting on your chin or your forehead, depending on what works for you. Finding your child's pose, sink into your child's pose, breathing from your heart into the earth, from the earth into your heart. Find a deep inhale here. Big sigh. Inhale, pressing into your fingertips. Exhale, lift your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, pull yourself forward, coming again into tabletop position. Tuck your toes behind. Inhale in your tabletop. Exhale, push your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Inhale, your right leg up behind you. Exhale, bring that foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your back knee down. Pressing into your left hand, make sure that the shoulder is rooted in the socket and the elbow is pointing inward. Inhale, your right arm up. Leaning back here, opening the chest here. Breathe 10 strong breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, plant that hand beneath the shoulder, lengthen out your back leg, straightening out and step that front foot to meet the back foot. Inhale here in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring that foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower your right knee down. Inhale your left arm up. 10 breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, plant the hands beneath the shoulders, straighten out the back leg. Inhale. Exhale, step the feet back parallel to each other, body all in one long line, finding plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, your back bend. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Big sigh. Inhale in your downward facing dog. Exhale, come forward into your plank posture. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga down all the way onto your belly. Point your toes behind and bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Returning to our Sphinx, 1 minute this time. Keep your breath flowing deep and slow. Find a deep inhale and a big sigh. And we'll be in our Sphinx for 5 more lion's breaths. So we're going to inhale and then exhale, stick the tongue out, eyes open wide, looking up, lion's breath 5 times. Deep inhale. Exhale, clasp your hands, fingers interlacing, pinkies tucked in. Finding the positioning for our dolphin pose again. So you're going to tuck the toes behind you, press into the elbows, draw the elbows in close to the ribs, press into the elbows and forearms, tuck the toes, lift the belly button in and lift the hips up. Exhale, walk your feet in towards a downward facing dog position and find yourself in dolphin pose. We'll hold here for 1 minute. If you get tired, which you will, feel free to take a rest on the knees and then return to the posture. Really press into the forearms and elbows, strengthening the shoulders and biceps. And if this feels easy for you, then walk your feet a little closer to the chest. Feel free to bend the knees and keep them floating, or take a short rest. I needed a rest. Whew. You can do it. We're strong. We are strong and we are love, and love guides the way through all obstacles. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees down. Bring your big toes together. Stretch the knees out wide to the edges of your mat. Bring your seat to meet your heels. Relax down onto the chest. Straighten out the arms. Child's pose. Find a deep inhale. Exhale, pull yourself forward onto your belly, bringing your feet flat behind you, stretching your arms out in front of you, and breathe here 5 breaths. Deep inhale, big sigh, and you can bring your hands underneath the shoulders for a moment, but all we're gonna do here is flip over onto the back. So get yourself onto your back, however it works for you, and relax onto your back for a moment. We're not quite finished, but we're almost there. Deep breath in, Big sigh. Inhale your legs up in the air. Big breath out. 5 breaths here. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring your knees in to meet your chest. Clasp the knees with your elbows, hugging yourself close, creating a little ball of love with the body. Tuck your chin into your chest, forehead towards the knees. Hug yourself in this little ball of love and breathe here 10 breaths, Apanasana. Find a deep inhale, a big sigh. Inhale here. Exhale, release your feet down so the knees stay bent and rest the head and shoulders down. The feet are going to be out so you can just graze the heels with your fingertips if you lean to one side and then the other. So about 6 inches or 5 inches or so away from the pelvic floor, away from the buttocks, and you're finding yourself flat for now. And what we're going to do is press the palms down on either side of the body, right next to the hips. And you're going to slowly inhale, lift your pelvis off the ground, sending the hips up into the air, pressing into the feet, engaging the thighs, making sure the knees are pointing in towards each other and not flaying out. So you need a bit of activation with the thighs. Lift the pelvis, press into the palms. Bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Breathing here. Deep inhale. Exhale very slowly, lower yourself back down, flatten everything out, but keep the feet where they are, pardon me. Flatten the spine out and keep the feet where they are. Deep breath in. Big sigh. And we're going to come back up into that bridge. And if you want to advance the bridge, you'll clasp your hands underneath your hips. Inhale, lift the hips up. And if you want to advance the posture, exhale, interlacing the fingers underneath the pelvis, rolling the shoulders underneath the chest, lifting the heart and chest, lifting the hips even higher. Breathe here, 10 breaths. Deep inhale, big sigh, inhale, Exhale, slowly rolling the shoulders out from underneath the chest and lowering the pelvis down flat onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale, release the legs, one leg at a time. Flatten out. Take a moment here. Breathing deeply. Now we're going to do our best at a fish pose. So fish pose is a funny one. You can start with pressing into the heels slightly with the knees bent a little bit, just so that you can lift your hips up and bring your hands right underneath your seat. So your buttocks are on top of your hands, the hips or pelvis are right on top of the wrists. And then you're going to extend your legs a little bit more, but again, press into the heels. Tuck your belly button into your chest. Hug your shoulder blades in towards each other. Press down into the elbows. Lift your chest. Bend the elbows and shift them underneath the kidneys. Bring the heels together. Flay your feet out like a fishtail. Lean your head back, open the mouth, look behind you. Breathe. And you don't have to keep the mouth open the whole time. Up to you. Deep inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Bring your feet 1 foot in at a time, bending the knees slightly. Inhale. Exhale, release your elbows from underneath the kidneys. Press into the heels, lower the chest down. Lift the pelvis, remove the hands to the sides. Straighten out the legs, rest on the spine. Breathe. And for our last posture, we're going to do a happy baby. So happy baby starts by bringing the knees in towards your chest, and you can hug them close for a moment and just roll a little bit side to side. Maybe roll one hip out and then the other, just getting some movement in the lower spine. And then you're going to bring your hands on the insides of your legs, either to the ankles or to the outsides of the feet. If reaching the outsides of the feet feels a little bit too tough, you can bring your hands into the arches as well. Just make sure that your feet are nice and flexed and you're not pulling back in on the ankles. That's why it can be good to hold on the outside or the ankles. So you breathe here, opening the knees out to your sides, pressing the pelvis still down and lower back still down towards the ground, so you're not overly lifting the hips off the ground. But your legs are opening, the hips are opening, the soles of the feet are facing directly up to the sky, and you're here in your happy baby. 1 minute here. Feel free to rock side to side, extend one leg and then the other. Play with it a little bit as you feel called, and just be here. Happy baby is not necessarily a happy posture for everybody because it can be quite intense for opening the hips. If you find that it's too intense and you can't relax at all, just lower your hands down onto the outsides of the knees and bring them in a little bit and keep them close to the chest but separated from each other, and hold on tops of the shins instead of extending the whole way and pulling the knees down to get right into the psoas. Listen to your body. 30 more seconds here. Deep inhale. Big sigh. Inhale, straighten your legs up in the air for a moment. Release your arms down to your sides. 5 breaths with the legs straight. And ask yourself, is there anything else I need today? Maybe you want to do a quick twist to one side and then the other. Maybe a plow pose is calling you. Maybe a shoulder stand. Give yourself 1 minute to play in your practice and just let yourself move how you need to before you come down into relaxation. Honoring your own body, your own practice, your own sovereignty. And wherever you are, finishing up and allowing yourself to slowly lower down onto your back, relaxing into your shavasana, sinking in for deep relaxation, allowing yourself to soften and integrate your entire practice, and rolling in your mind, I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. Letting your feet relax, your knees relax, your thighs relax. Hips grow soft and settled, belly softens, breath settles. The back of the head falls into the earth. The shoulders relax and open, sinking in for your shavasana, allowing yourself this time to let yourself die a little, be dissolved, and come back birthed anew by your practice of self-love. myself. I accept myself. I am love. I love myself. I accept myself. I am love. I love myself. I accept myself. I am love. I love myself. I accept myself. I am love. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep breath in and a big breath out. A deep breath in and a big breath out. One more inhale and sigh it out. Slowly starting to make your way back up into a seat. Maybe you tuck your knees into your chest and roll back and forth along the spine. Or you roll onto one side and then come up into a seat. And we'll close our practice with the thumbs at the heart center, bowing to honor yourself, thank yourself for your practice, and repeat after me 3 times. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. I love myself, I accept myself, I am love. And we'll close with Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, Satnam, Ahom Takwasinosyam Achikasyam, to all our relations, blessed be, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, may all beings be infinitely happy and free. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much. Blessings to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, you're welcome.